All right, so get this. What if I told you there's AI out there and it can create soundtracks from pictures?
Okay.
Not just, slapping some generic background music on top,
Right, right.
but actually like composing music based on the picture,
Yeah.
the vibe of the image itself.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's what we're diving into today
Wow.
with Suno and their brand new features.
Okay.
Image2Music and Video2Music.
I gotta say, that's pretty revolutionary.
Yeah.
It really is. We're talking about like a fundamental shift
Mm.
in how we even think about music for visual content.
Okay, so we know Suno, they already had a name, right?
Oh, yeah,
In
absolutely.
the AI music scene.
They were already making waves with their AI music generation tools.
Right,
You
right.
could basically be like, give me some upbeat jazz for a cooking montage, and
Yeah.
AI would just like cook it up for you, no pun intended.
Uh-huh, yeah. But this Image2Music thing, this feels like a whole other level.
It's a whole different ball game, yeah.
It's like instead of adding music to visuals, now it's the visuals creating the music.
They flipped the script
Flip the script.
entirely. Now the visuals are like the input, the spark
Right.
that's guiding the whole music creation process.
And they're really going for it with like a very specific audience for this launch, right?
Yeah, it's Zoomers
That's
for the
right.
target.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they're really tapping into that Gen Z humor
Yeah.
and this love for, memes.
Memes, yeah.
They even have, like, Suno curated this hilarious playlist
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
of what they're calling voiced memes.
Voiced memes, yeah.
You take, like, a popular meme format,
Right.
run it through Image2Music, and boom, instant Sonic meme magic.
I checked out that playlist. It's actually pretty catchy.
Oh, there's some good stuff in there.
Some of it's weirdly catchy.
Catchy, right?
But yeah, strategically, it's actually kind of brilliant
It's genius.
because it's all about shareability.
Exactly.
And like taking something, putting your own spin on it.
Meme culture is all about that.
Right.
So they're turning their users into this massive,
Yeah.
decentralized marketing team. Every meme shared is basically an ad for Suno.
Word of mouth, but like meme to meme or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's not just about the memes, though, right?
Right, right.
This tech has some serious implications beyond just making funny videos with wacky soundtracks.
Okay, so like what are we talking about here?
This has the potential to, like, democratize music creation.
Okay.
For, like, a much wider audience than just, meme makers.
So it's like bigger than just the memes. It's about.
It's bigger than the memes.
Yeah, okay.
The memes are just the foot in the door.
Right, it's the hook.
Exactly.
So we've established this isn't just like throwing on some generic background music, right?
Right.
You're saying this AI actually like composes a soundtrack that
Yeah.
matches the feeling, the
Yeah.
style, the whole vibe of the image.
Exactly.
Okay, so how is that even possible?
Yeah. Well, it's really all about AI, right?
Okay.
And machine learning. So
Mhm.
imagine, like, feeding an AI this massive
Okay.
banquet, basically, of images, videos,
All right.
and music, teaching it to recognize, like,
Mhm.
patterns and
Mhm.
relationships in all of that data.
So it's like giving the AI like a crash course in art and music appreciation.
Exactly. Exactly.
But on like a massive scale.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Suno's algorithms have analyzed so much data
Wow.
that they can associate, like,
Yeah.
certain visual elements with specific musical qualities.
Give me an example.
Okay, so let's say you feed it a picture of a sunset, right?
Okay, with the warm colors.
Yeah, with the warm colors and that kind of, like, peaceful vibe.
Yeah.
It might create a piece of music with, like, a really calming melody,
Okay.
maybe a slower tempo, and even, like,
Yeah.
instrumentation that evokes a sense of wonder,
Okay, so it's almost like the AI is developing like
Yeah.
its own sense of artistic
It's like
interpretation, I guess.
it's learning to speak the language of art and music, basically.
Wow. Okay, but even with all that data, right?
Yeah.
Is there a risk that the music it makes will sound, I don't know,
Sure.
a little robotic?
Right, like formulaic or something?
Yeah, like formulaic.
Yeah, I think that's a valid concern.
Right.
But what's so fascinating is that,
Okay.
because it's learning from such a diverse data set,
Uh-huh.
it can actually make some really original stuff.
Really?
Yeah. And nuanced, It can pick up on, like, the emotional undertones of an image or the
Fun.
overall style of a video, things like that.
So no more like spending hours on end just browsing
Right.
through stock music libraries, trying to find the perfect track
Exactly.
that fits the mood and doesn't break the bank.
That's the dream, right?
That is the dream.
Yeah.
This could be huge for like Filmmakers, YouTubers, anybody who needs music for their stuff.
Absolutely. It's like a game changer for independent creators, you know?
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so speaking of breaking the bank.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious about, the business side of this for Suno.
Right.
Are they like all in on this meme music thing?
Mm-hmm.
Or is there like a bigger plan here?
It's a smart strategy for sure.
Okay.
Because like we were saying, they're tapping into meme culture.
Yeah.
They're basically getting free advertising from
Yeah.
the most creative and online generation,
Right. Right.
But it's like the applications for this go way beyond just memes.
Okay, like what?
Think about it. Advertising, education, even therapy.
Now you're speaking my language.
Right. The possibilities are huge.
Yeah. Okay, this is where it gets exciting.
It's exciting.
But let's not, sugarcoat it, right?
Yeah.
Suno's new features.
Right.
Only in the US and on iOS.
Right. Yeah, that's a big drawback.
Okay, so our international listeners are letting us know
I bet, yeah.
they're not thrilled about this.
And I get it,
It's a bummer.
It is.
So Android users and the rest of the world
Yeah.
are just out of luck for now. It seems like it for the time being.
Okay.
Yeah, Suno has acknowledged the complaints and everything
Okay.
and said they'll expand availability, but no concrete timeline yet.
So it's like hurry up and wait.
It is. And, people are right to be frustrated
Mm-hmm.
because limiting access like that,
Right.
it risks, alienating users,
Makes sense.
especially in the tech world where everything moves so fast.
Yeah, it's like blink and you miss it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, well, hopefully they'll sort that out soon.
Fingers crossed.
But even with the limited availability, this whole thing, generating music from visuals,
It's a game changer.
it's huge.
Yeah.
Like a paradigm shift, almost.
Totally. Like, think about it.
Yeah,
We used to spend all this time trying to find the right music
you're right.
to match the video content.
Exactly.
Suno's saying, what if we just make the music from the content itself?
It's flipping the whole thing on its head.
Completely.
And that begs the question, like, how are the pros going to react to this?
Right. Like the people in music.
And musicians, the sound designers, the editors.
Exactly. How are they going to react?
Because on the one hand, you have this potential for, like, amazing efficiency.
Sure.
More freedom,
Right.
A whole new world of, like, sonic possibilities. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is.
But then, there's got to be some fear there, too,
Oh,
right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, what about job security?
Of course.
Is AI going to come for the composers and the sound designers now?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It's like we're on the verge of something big here, right?
Oh, yeah.
This huge shift in music and video production.
It's a whole new world.
But knowing, how fast things move in the tech world,
Yeah.
what's next for Suno?
Right.
They're not just going to, like, sit back and watch the memes, are they?
Oh, Suno. No
Mhm.
way. They're probably already working on the next thing.
What do you think that looks like?
I bet that they're refining those AI algorithms even further,
Makes sense.
pushing those boundaries,
Hmm.
of what's possible in terms of like the quality of the music.
Right, because they got to appeal to the skeptics, too, right?
Exactly. The pros, the ones who are like, AI music, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And let's be real.
Yeah.
Suno's got to be thinking about the money, too, right?
Well, absolutely.
Like, how do they make this whole thing actually work as a business?
Monetization is key, but they got to find that balance,
Right?
where they're making money but not turning off the users.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe like a subscription model.
Okay.
Different tiers, more features if you pay more, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, okay. So let's say, like, best case scenario.
Okay.
Suno figures out these limitations.
Right.
They make the tech even better, and they figure out the money problem.
Yeah.
What does that world look like? What does that world sound like?
It's like, imagine a world where every social media post,
Right.
every home movie, every presentation
Yeah.
has like a custom soundtrack,
Wow.
perfectly tailored just from the visuals.
No more cheesy stock music library.
Gone. Think about it.
Wow.
Educational videos, right?
Yeah.
The music adapts as the material changes.
Okay.
It becomes like way more engaging and immersive.
That would be amazing.
Museums.
Yeah.
Using it for exhibits, therapists using it for emotional expression.
Okay, my mind is officially blown.
Right.
We've gone from there's an app for that to there's AI that can make a soundtrack from that.
Crazy.
This deep dive has really got me thinking.
Yeah.
If AI can turn what we see into what we hear,
Right.
what's next?
What's next? Right. It's a great question.
Could it, like, tap into our other senses?
What would a symphony based on like the taste of chocolate sound like?
Or like the smell of rain,
It's
right?
pretty wild to think about.
It's kind of like exhilarating, but also a little scary,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Like, what are the possibilities, but also where does it stop?
It's a brave new world.
That it is. That it is. Well, listeners, we'll leave you with that thought. That's all the time we have for this deep dive.
This was a good one.
I know, right?
Uh,
But what do you think the future holds for AI-generated music? Let us know.
Hit us up on social media.
Exactly. Let's keep this conversation going. And until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and keep those imaginations running wild.